Ooh, baby. I woke up and I chose fucking violence this morning. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm the problem. It's Lee. I'm here to help you with your no bullshit, no fluff manifestation. If you're here for another technique and another affirmation and another how do I manifest, this video is gonna piss you the fuck off. Let's go. Here's the thing. With all due respect, you are the problem. Manifestation is not failing. You are fucking failing yourself. You're visualizing. You're scripting, you're affirming, you're listening to fucking subliminals. And then you're just like waiting and you're like, where is it? And you're like, it's not fucking here yet. I wonder why. You feel like you're being productive. I did all the things that they told me to do. I paid this person $500 and I did all the fucking things. I've been there. I've done that. I paid someone $500 a couple times. I found a fucking Etsy witch and was like, here, take the last of my money, go light some fucking candles. I taught myself how to do hoodoo. I sat in my best friend's kitchen and I lit some candles and she was like, get the fuck out of my house with that shit. Done it all. I'm speaking from experience and I'm speaking because I have been through it and I want to save you the heartache and the time and the wasted energy. That's why I'm here. Like help you bypass all that shit. And here's the thing. Reason you're not manifesting is because you don't trust you. You are the key to everything. And you're going to be so fucking annoyed that if you're following me, you're probably going to unfollow me. And I don't give a shit. Because when you're laying in bed at night and you're like, why don't I have what I want? You're going to hear my voice and you're going to be like, yeah. I told you, bro, I drank like 3 energy drinks this morning. Like, we are going to fucking have fun today. You don't trust your decisions. You don't trust your timing. You don't trust your capacity to handle the outcome. Like, how many people do you know, or maybe you yourself, you're affirming, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. But in the back of your mind, you're like, I suck at fucking money. If I hit the lottery tomorrow, I'm gonna fucking blow it. I have no clue how to invest. I have no clue how to save. Here you go, throw away my money, give it away. And trust me, I have that mindset too, where I'm like, hey, if I manifested 26 milli tomorrow, I'd probably blow it, which is honestly probably why I don't have $26 million. Shocker. I don't fucking trust myself with it. Like, hello? Just like y'all are like, oh my God, they're so in love with me. They're so in love with me. They're obsessed with me. But then if somebody was actually obsessed with you and like stalking you and showing up on your front doorstep and calling you nonstop and like blowing up your phone, and you realize like, hey, I don't actually like this person. This person's not validating me and it doesn't feel good the way I thought it would. You wouldn't know how to fucking handle it. Your higher self knows that. Like your subconscious is like, yeah, that's not what we really want. That's not like what we're really chasing after here. Like, I know that's what you think you want because that's what all the rom-coms and like society has kind of like conditioned you to think you want. But if this motherfucker actually showed up at your window with binoculars at 2 o'clock in the morning and was like, oh my God, you're so pretty, let me in. You'd be like, what the fuck? And your higher self knows that. The universe, God, whatever the fuck you believe in, knows that. You don't know that because like we talked about, you're chasing the dopamine. You can go watch the other videos if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Is anybody still watching this? Maybe. I hope so. This will find the right people. If not, I'll lose the fucking 5 followers I have and I'll just rewatch my own videos and take my own advice for the rest of my life. That's cool. I'm fine with that. So, since you don't trust yourself, you're constantly seeking reassurance. You're getting tarot readings. You're scrolling through TikTok, finding those tarot readers, and you're like, do they love me? Yes or no? You're constantly looking for signs from the universe. My God, I saw 1111 on the microwave. That means that they're thinking about me. It's a sign. Everything's a fucking sign. I saw a butterfly today. She has a butterfly tattoo. That's a sign from the universe. It's meant to be. Like I said, I've done all this. Like, I know my best friend's gonna watch this later and she's gonna be like, you do realize that this was what I had to listen to for like 10 fucking years, right? And I'll be like, yes, Samantha, I know that you had to listen to this for 10 fucking years, which is why we're self-reflecting on it and we're trying to help other people avoid this. Like, shut up. Love you. Bye. Mwah. You're seeking permission. You're not trusting yourself. Instead of saying, you know what? I know I have what I want. I know I can handle that shit. I know that that's a line for me. I know that person is meant to be in my life. I know that that's exactly what I'm going to fucking manifest and that's going to be my life from point A to point Z and that's it. Story over. Then you wouldn't be like, this YouTube video just popped up on my screen. I'm going to watch it and then it's going to give me confirmation that I have what I want and that my manifestation is on the way. Even if you are not actively searching for it, if it shows up in your 3D and you are taking the action to click on it and watching it, you are still telling the universe, your higher self, that you are seeking validation and confirmation outside of you by watching that video, by asking that tarot reader, by stopping and scrolling through and blah, blah. And I'm sure we're all guilty of it, but that is like reason numero uno that you're not manifesting. Number 2, manifestation has been used as an excuse for avoiding action. We're like, I'm waiting for divine timing. I'm waiting for a sign from the universe. I'm not taking action because I'm manifesting it, and I can't take action because if I take action, it's like going to try to screw with the 3D instead of just waiting for my manifestation to come to me. Don't get me wrong. I love the idea of I attract, I don't chase. But if you're just sitting here like, okay, I'm going to sit on my couch and the love of my life is going to come into my house and find me because divine timing is going to just drop him on my doorstep like fucking the Wizard of Oz. No, you have to take action and go out and live your life. And then through living your life and doing that action, that person's going to be like put into your life that way. You have to do something to get something. Even if you don't want to leave your house, you have to go on the dating apps. Somebody could show up at your doorstep trying to sell solar panels, but you still have to open the fucking door. They're not just going to peek in through your window and be like, oh my God, the love of my life is in there watching South Park. I love her. I'm going to pursue her. And you're going to be like, oh my God, that stalker's in my window. I think that I love him. Like, no, sweetie, don't do that. No. The universe and your higher self does not respond to potential. It responds to your commitment. If you are committed to making your dream life happen, whether that is through taking steps towards your manifestation, you have to fucking do it. It's not just going to do it for you. Number 3, and this one was what held me back for a really long time because I don't like to gamble. I want to know that my chances are really fucking good before I do something. Scrolling through Reddit and YouTube and like reading all these success stories and like, well, this one definitely worked. This coach is really good because she's got like 500,000 subscribers and all of her comments are really good. Like you're going through the comment section, like when you see those clickbait videos and they're like, do this to manifest in 5 seconds or less. And you're reading through the comments like, oh my God, it worked. You want that certainty and that validation that it's going to work before you even try it, before you even see for yourself. Because again, you're putting validation outside of you. Like, this isn't a fucking ice cream shop. You're not going up to the counter and being like, does the pistachio ice cream taste good? Because I don't want to waste my money if the pistachio ice cream tastes like shit. Like, no, this is your fucking life, and somebody else's life and their circumstances and their limiting beliefs are not going to be the same as yours. So just because they were able to manifest in 5 seconds and get that fucking text message doesn't mean that you're going to be able to do the same thing because they have different limiting beliefs than you and they have different mindset than you. Because guess what? If you need certainty, you're not manifesting, you're negotiating with the universe. You're like, well, I'll do this if you can guarantee me a 10% return on investment. Like, no, we're not negotiating sales here. We're not bartering. We are like manifesting our fucking dream reality. Number 4, and this is a big one. We think that visualizing is the same as fantasizing. People will be like, well, I daydream all the time. And if that was the case, little kids would be out here manifesting fucking dinosaurs and Pokemon and all these fantasy worlds, like would just be like coming into existence all the time and those things would be real. If that could happen, the fucking nobody would not believe in manifestation if it was that easy. It's not just about sitting down and being like, I'm just going to daydream in my head and, pretend like I'm sitting here like Scrooge McDuck in my vault full of gold coins and whatever. Like, you have to actually embody who you want to be, even when nobody's looking. Like, I can walk around when I'm out and pretend like I'm the sociable person and I can put on my fucking $100 shoes and have my nails done and my hair done and make myself look like I'm the chic influencer when I'm on the camera and shit. But if I'm not acting like that when I'm by myself, like if I'm not walking around my house like, oh yeah, I'm the fucking shit and I've got like 1 million subscribers, if I'm not acting like that when I'm alone, then that's just fantasy. That's not embodiment. You need to be the person that you want to be You need to have the life that you want to have every second of every day. You need to be embodying that. Not just when people are watching, not just when you're affirming, not just when you're doing your visualization and your techniques. Like that's the difference between fantasy and embodiment. And people don't know the difference between the two. I mean, when I was manifesting the house that I live in now, I would imagine myself in the house talking to my friends, and they would be like, I love your house. Like, and I would walk through the house in my mind. But more than that, when I would drive to pick up my kids from school, instead of driving the way I would normally drive to go to the house that I lived in at the time, I would take a different route. So that way I was driving past the street of the house that was on that I wanted to manifest. I would make sure that I was driving out of my way. So, and that's where I drive now every single day. I pick up my kids from school, I drive here. So I embodied that. I added that into my daily routine because as the person who owns this house and lives here, that's something that I would have to do anyway. If you're manifesting a specific person, like if you're somebody who sleeps with stuff on the other side of your bed, clean off that side of your bed so that way you have space for them to sleep. If you are somebody is trying to manifest extra money in your life, maybe open up a savings account with a high yield interest because you know that you're going to have a lot of money coming in and you want to be able to put that money into a high yield interest account so that way you can have more money come in and multiply that money. It doesn't have to be a huge drastic change so that you're delusional, but just those little microscopic changes that incorporate the embodiment of the person you want to be versus just fantasizing and doing your little visualizations here and there. This has been a much longer video than I thought it was going to be. If you're still here, thanks for hanging in. Manifestation is not about getting something. It's about removing the version of you that cannot hold the thing that you want. It's removing your old identity. If you're trying to manifest a person, if you are identifying as somebody who can't have that person, you're not good enough for that person, you're not sociable enough for that person, you're not pretty enough for that person, you need to remove that identity. You need to start embodying the person who can be with that person. You need to start acting, thinking, doing as the person who is with that person, who can have that person. Like you need to completely shift your entire identity to be, and that's where self-concept comes in. Like everyone talks about self-concept, and I think people really don't understand self-concept in that sense because manifestation isn't like we're trying to get that person. No, we're trying to become the person who has your SP. We're trying to become the person who has that money, who can handle that money, who can handle that relationship. We're trying to like embody that state. We're not trying to receive something in the state that we're currently in. We're trying to shift from the state that we're currently in to the state that we want to be in. Stop asking, how do I get this? And start asking, who and what parts of me do I need to remove in order to become the person who has this? What behaviors would I get rid of? What standards would I have to set? What boundaries would I have to make? What behaviors in myself and in other people would I have to stop tolerating? That's the whole work. That's the whole part of manifestation that so many people miss and skip over because they're just doing the techniques and they're just doing all the things that these coaches tell them to do, but they're not doing the inner work. They're not changing the parts about them that need to change in order to shift their state from point A to point B. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry it was so much longer than it needed to be. And if you like this, please like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.